Hello everyone, welcome back to Velocity Verdict. Today we are going to be reviewing this used 2018 Porsche Macan. Now at the front we have this Porsche logo with these all LED headlamps and our turn signal indicators are down here, quite fancy. Fog lamps down below with this blacked out grille. Overall, that's a cool looking front end even after like 7 years. And now when we come onto the side, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 60 R18. So we have these 18-inch alloy wheels over on the front and over on the rear. And with the wheels, we have these silver wheels with this body colored mirror caps with the turn signal indicators on them, body colored door handles, and overall, taking a couple steps back, this is the entire side profile, kind of sloping at the back like a coupe design. Nice design. When we come at the back, we have the Porsche logo Macan badge with these stylish tail lamps. Love the red turn signal indicators. And overall, that's the rest of the rear. And now let's see what's underneath the hood. Model. So the Porsche hood is kind of not that crazy, just few lines over the hood, and under the hood we have a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that produces 252 horsepower and 272 pound-feet torque. That goes to a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. It says Porsche mentioned over there, and these headlights pop out, and then it does 0 to 60 in about 6.1 seconds. Fuel economy is 20 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. So yes, the fuel economy is decent for a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 250 horsepower. But I would like to give a huge shout out to Audi State College who let me spend some time with this used Porsche. I'll include a link down in the description below so you can check out what inventory they have currently, especially their used inventory. Before we move forward with this review, I just want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post unique content for you and I'm going to bring even more unique videos for you guys. Every like, share, subscribe counts. Guys, let me know down in the comments what are the cars you want me to review, and guys, let me know down in the comments as well that how do you like the looks of this used Porsche Macan, and stick around till the end for the price that this is going in, and especially to know how it is looking inside, like how it's kept. So stick around for that. But now when we come inside the back door for this Porsche Macan, we do have like slightly soft touch over here on the top, nice gloss black segment. Yeah, over here we do have like nice gloss black segment. At the back, these are some stylish door handles, nice soft touch down here. Love this red stitching. Power window controls, Bose speakers on the door, cup holders, and man, look at these seats. We have these leather seats that are perforated all down the center, the same black and red theme throughout the car. And now let's hop in. For reference, I'm 5'8" and I have a decent amount of knee room. And then the headroom, not the best because we do have a huge panoramic sunroof, so that does eat into the head. Not the worst even. Storage pocket on every side, and then since it's a Porsche, you do get a luxury feeling at the back, like AC vents, not AC vents, but we do still have AC vents at the back, heated seats at the back, a funky temperature controller, USB port down below. But the luxury I was talking about is no middle seat, kind of like you do have a huge bump over here, so that nobody sits in the middle, and then you do have this kind of armrest with 2 cup holders that you can use every time. Trim. And now let's look up front. That interior does look a little dated. Now when I come inside the front door, I do have like the same trim, same nice gloss black stitching. Love the chrome trim all throughout. Those are some stylish door handles, and then we do have our lock and unlock function. We have memory seats with this package, nice soft touch red stitching. We have all of our power window controls down here, power window controls, child lock, and that's fancy. Button to open the hatch up here, adjustment for our mirrors. Mirrors do power fold in. Bose speakers on the door, And man, when we come onto these seats, we have these leather seats that are perforated all down the center, and red and black stitching side bolsters. The seats don't look too bad, just a little wrinkles on them, but these seats are power adjustable. We do have height adjustment as well. And then let's jump in. So it's kind of funky that you have to place the key in and turn it. So yes, we do have our physical knob for our headlamp. So our physical knob headlamp down below, and we do have physical stocks for our indicators, physical stocks for our wipers, button for the voice command, and we even have like parking lights kind of thing. This is a used car. It's a 2018 model with 65,576 miles. Yes, you heard that right. This car has like 65,000 miles. You can get a hell of a deal on this car because it has 65,500 miles on it. And then with the steering wheel, we have like a leather wrapped steering wheel, nice trim, stitching, nice trim. And then we have our Porsche logo front and center. And then we have this button for like this is our volume control knob. That's kind of fancy for our infotainment system. And then we do have like very few buttons. This is to cancel the call, and this is to scroll through different bits of information through in our gauge cluster, like no phone, audio, vehicle, like diagnostics for the temperature, oil level and stuff like that, torque split. And then it does have tire pressure monitoring system as well. That's fancy. And then we do have paddle shifters with this, the plus and the minus. So yes, we do have paddle shifters with this, and we do have our cruise control down here. That's kind of like where some Toyotas have them, but still manual adjustment for the steering wheel. I'm kind of shocked that the steering wheel is quite light for such a big car. Love the gloss black segment, AC vents. So we do have this small touch screen. It's too small, but it's a 2018 model, but it does have like a touch screen. It's touch and has a good touch response. Even after 7 times it works good as new. And then we do have a physical volume control knob as well, physical knob for the change stuff. And this does not have a built-in navigation, but the button for the navigation, how does that work? I believe it could connect to Apple CarPlay and stuff like that. But car, and you press open. Oh, it's kind of fancy. You open this and you don't have CD players anymore. This has a built-in CD player. Now that's awesome. A lot of old stuff like a CD player and all. And then we do have like soft touch on the dash. Love the red stitching, soft touch that continues all the way throughout. Love the gloss black panel. AC vent over there. And with our, and then we do have a glove box. So thumbs up to Porsche for giving such a good amount of storage space in a glove box. And we have a bunch of physical buttons down here, like for our hazard lamps and for our defogger, air conditioning, internal circulation, and then the hill down assist. And this is to control our temperature. Physical buttons for our climate control, like temperature, fan speed, where you want the air to go, which direction. And then you do have heated seats for the driver as well as for the passenger. Now that's awesome. You do have heated seats for the driver and the passenger. Now that's something. Thumbs up to Porsche for giving heated seats in 2018. And then you do have a traction off button, a sport mode button, electronic parking brake, and this is fancy with a pop-out storage space and a cigarette lighter port. And then we do have automatic start stop off button. This is for the center lane assist, lane center assist in 2018. And then you do have some off-road stuff. Like in this, you have like kind of like a 2-zone climate control up front that you could adjust the fan speed for the driver as well as the passenger separately along with the temperature. This is the shifter for her 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. Love the Macan badging up center. And then we do have like two cup holders in the center, and then nice trim on the armrest, red color throughout that matches the theme. And since it's like kind of a sports car, so yes, the center console is a little less storage. So yeah, mini center console up front, nice trim. And then you do have a regular rear view mirror, sunscreen shade, mirror, light, So quite basic material down there. But then over here, we do have like the button to switch off our parking sensors, cabin lights, and mostly the cabin light buttons, and for the doors. And then this is to close. This is to close and open a sunscreen shade. And these are our sunroof controls. Yeah, these are our sunroof controls. And then as you can see, we do have a huge panoramic sunroof that extends all the way at the back. And if I look at this passenger seat, it has very few wear and tear on it, so the material has held up pretty well in 7 years and 65,500 miles. And it does have some gas because it can drive about like 220 miles still. And then with the gauge cluster, we do have a partially analog, partially digital gauge cluster. We have the speed that's analog and the RPM analog, but then you could see the mileage and the speed you are driving digitally. So that's always a good to have a digital screen. And then obviously the things through which you scroll through different bits of information, that is physical. So you do have like a digital screen over here, digital speed, but otherwise it's like a fully analog speedometer. And now let me show you guys the quality of its backup camera. So this is the quality of the backup camera. I'm actually quite impressed with the quality of the backup camera, and it's quite clear. And then trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, so that's always a good thing to have. And then one more advantage this has over the 2014 one I reviewed, that the 2014 one had a black and white backup camera, but this has a colorful one like the modern times. So yes, the screen is small, but then you do still have a backup camera, and trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, so that's always a positive. You do have a clock as well in here. And just look at the material. I love the Macan badge over here, or the logo over here. But yeah, one thing I want to mention, if you guys who are seeing my channel from before, I'd reviewed a used 2014 Porsche Panamera before. It was at other dealership, but what I want to say with this, that I have reviewed a used Porsche before, so I'm going to include that link in the description and at the end screen, so you can check out the difference between the two. The reason I mentioned that is because if I look at this Porsche, look at how clean it is up front, and look at these seats. They're quite clean, like less wear and tear compared to the 2014 model. I know that was like 4 more years older than this, but still, that even had more miles, so that would go into consideration. But if you see the difference, that would be insane. Like, it couldn't be that bad in 4 years. So that means that person didn't take care of their car. And it had all sorts of warning lights on the dash. This didn't have a single warning light on the dash. I'm going to probably start it up back and show it to you, just so you know that it didn't have any warning lights. But what I mean to say is those rear seats were also like kind of worn out, but these rear seats look brand new, means they have been kept nicely. Just look at this. These seats look brand new, very little wear and tear, almost like brand new. That 2014 Porsche had a lot more problems, and like the seats weren't as well kept. So yes, the reason I'm including that link at the end screen and the description, so you can check out the difference in how the condition was kept, and the mileage difference and the price difference here. And now let me show you guys the key. You guys might be wondering, how does the key for the Porsche Macan look? So for the key for this 2018 Porsche Macan, it's kind of similar to other Porsche key. So this is the key for our Porsche Macan. We have the Porsche logo up front. We have our lock and unlock button, opening for the hatch, plain, panic button down below. So yes, it's shaped like a car. This is a similar Porsche key that you get with the 2014 Porsche Panamera that I reviewed. So yes, the key looks same. The only difference is that had the button to open the front as well. Let's look at the space in the hatch. So I'll just open it from the key. So yes, this does come with a power opening lift gate because it's a Porsche. And then you do have this cargo cover built in from the factory. And if I hold it up here, this is the amount of cargo area you get. I'll let it settle. So this is the amount of cargo area you get. I'm actually quite impressed with the cargo area you get in this. So thumbs up to Porsche for giving such a practical amount of cargo area even in 2018 with the Macan. And like kind of like cup holder on that side, a 12-volt outlet at the back, and overall, yeah, just a usable cargo area even after the second row being up. And then you still have a spare tire with this, so that's always a plus. Thumbs up to Porsche for keeping the spare tire and giving such a good amount of cargo area, and it's practical. And once you're done, just press this, it would lower the hatch right down. It with the bottom bumper and the dual exhaust tips. I like the look of this 2018 Porsche Macan. I mean, even after 7 years, this doesn't look too bad. Even after 7 years, this is quite iconic, the looks of it. Though, like, there's like a small kind of dent over here, so that is that. Like, the exterior wasn't that bad for the 2014, but it was still bad. But it doesn't look too bad, at least the damage from behind. I just noticed that if I wouldn't have holding a camera, might not have even noticed it, so it's not that big. Now I have to switch it on and show you the thing I was talking about. This has no, you can say, warning lights on the dash. So look at the mileage once again, 65,576 miles, and look at that. Now this is called impressive. No warning lights on the dash, which the 2014 Porsche had. Let's look at its window sticker, or not the window sticker, because it's a used car with 65,576 miles, but let's discuss its pricing. So we are going to go over the pricing. I'm going to tell you how much it went for brand new, and with 65,576 miles, what the asking price is currently with this. Brand new in 2018, this was $60,400, and today and right now with 65,576 miles, this is going for about $24,000 to $25,000. So yes, it is a lot of depreciation from $60,000 to $25,000, but then, like, the condition isn't too bad. There's like very few wear and tear, and obviously you get the experience of a Porsche, and it's a 2018 model, so not too old. But one thing with this is that it's going for like $24,000, but then this is all-wheel drive. That comes standard. And the thing I wanted to show you on this thing was, look at that. You're getting a dealer warranty with this. For a 7-year-old car, you're getting a dealer warranty, limited warranty, and 100% of labor, 100% of parts will be paid. If anything in the engine, transmission, drive shaft, differential, as stated, fails within the first 30 days or 1,000 miles. So yes, you're gonna get a dealer warranty of 30 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first, and then you have like the major engine, transmission, drive shaft covered, and you don't have to pay a cent. So yes, you are still getting a month's worth of dealer warranty with this. And if you're interested in this Porsche Macan, it's just $24,000, and like for $24,000, I have to admit that it's well kept. The interior and all is like well kept, especially like the driver's seat, where the most wear and tear should be there. They're like some, because it's leather, so it will develop like some this kind of material, but the material is like that. But other than that, it's been well kept according to my knowledge, at least compared to the other used Porsche I reviewed. But yes, look at the huge panoramic sunroof from the top and from the inside. So if you guys are interested in this video, link is down in the description below. You can check that out. And so that's it for my review on this used 2018 Porsche Macan. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share it with as many people as possible. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.